Okay, so we lost all of our buffs. Let's go Amit. Oh, it's the Turok bow. I never played Turok. Oh, so we get the Helsing pistol. A weird box. And a spread shot hand crossbow. Oh, that's scary. These are all worrying. Increases attack and defense. Yeah, the scrolls would be interesting, but whatever. Okay, so I can unlock Neath. Bonus damage over long distances. Falcon will attack the nearest enemy. Seth. Electric Ball. Extra ammo pickups. Apis. Temporary invincibility. Aminet. Run backwards. Stump. Crit chance. I guess we'll get Apis while we're here. Okay, this will be interesting. Go with Neath. Nah, I wanted to try out this character first. You will lose 19 coins. Whatever will I do? By the way, all the ammo you shoot outside the pyramid refreshes. Yeah, I figured as much. Ah, but using my active skill does not refresh, which is concerning. So I gain about 2 HP per kill. Yeah, we gotta get the upgrade for this character to probably be worth it. 2 HP per kill is is nothing to sneeze at. Oh, there's still somebody left. Probably down here. That's a good weapon. I like it at least. Unfortunately, we're probably just gonna keep dying over and over and over again. Oh, we'll see. This character... I like this character's start better than I like some of the other ones. I'm not really feeling the Helsing weapon, though. Oh, I was sliding down the sandhill. That's why. Yeah, if I increase my defense a bunch, we'd be in a really nice spot. Emergency landing. Oh, you'll receive damage from falling. Good. I'll probably be fine. Okay, so it looks like I just can't fall forever. That's... honestly, of all of the things you guys could have possibly done, that's quite possibly one of the most deadly. Oh well. At least I have a consistent source of health. Who's shooting at me? Oh, you guys are. I'm down to not much. Unfortunately, with those guys, you have to keep sprinting. Or things. I don't know. We'll see. Mission. Reach the chest. What? What the frib? How the hell are you supposed to get up there? I don't know. Hey, thank you, Old King Cole, for the sub. I see. Bird's making dinner. Well, we tried those. We got Apis. Oh, I missed the elevator. I see. How much money do I have? 660. That's not much. I could get Seth. Five HP, 3 damage. Get another god. Let's get another god. Start stacking those buffs. Okay, so throws an electric ball that inflicts damages and increases and decreases in size. Yeah, so I'm probably not going to care too much about Seth. But that's fine. Okay. Yeah, we're not getting much out of this area, but that's okay. Let's not sack max HP here. Because I think that's just about as deadly. Okay. And... Frost Pistol. Oh, Trank Gun. That's what it is. I love the tile set for this area. Box! Okay, let's go for the snipers first. What the? Where are they? There they are. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably want to go back to the original pyramid. This place is just a little tough. We do a decent amount of damage, but we need to do more. Otherwise, these guys are just going to keep wrecking my shit. Okay. And that is the bird call that says I should stop. Well, that's fine. Alright, so this is going to be the last session of Immortal Redneck before I roll the roulette again. I found a better roulette app, so hopefully we'll be able to have every option and really spin the wheel. Anyway, so people have been voting while this is paused, and it looks like I'm getting Froyo. Cool. I thought I died on this run. Oh no, I just stopped in the middle of it. Oh, that's cool. If I'm not mistaken... I thought these were all, I thought these were all, spiked floors, but I guess I was mistaken. Okay, well that works better for me. So I can actually continue a run, whenever I want. Like I can pick them up and put them back down. And it won't penalize me. Oh, that is a nice feature. I love when games have that. Not every game does. And it's very hard to plan on. Okay. I'd like to kill this guy. Oh, I am near death already. At least I get 5 HP back? Do I really get 5 HP back per kill? Holy crap, how strong am I? Obviously, if I want to play this character, I should probably... Uh-oh. If I'm gonna... Okay, Froyo. Chance of freezing enemies along the way. Okay, Well, that's helpful. So I think the HP is based on what enemies I kill. Because those little guys give significantly less HP than the bigger ones. Which I think is entirely fair. Ah! Yeah, that's cool. I'm totally down with the, with different enemies giving different HP amounts. I think that's fair. What was that? Something murdered me from the ground. Okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure who I want to roll right now. I've got everyone. I mean, it seems like Amit isn't terrible. Let's just roll Amit. Considering none of them had a strength bonus anyway. Let's see, I don't have a whole lot of money. So I can get maximum health, extra defense, which is pretty damn low. Or extra attack. On this character, it almost feels like the maximum health is more useful. Okay, so the red pyramid is... I'm gonna say the red pyramid is kind of impossible. We need to go do a money run. Let's see, playing Immortal Censored sounds like fun. Yeah, for whatever reason, redneck is... Well, not whatever reason, but redneck is an offensive word in Twitch's registry. Sort of? I got a photo camera. Sure, why not? We'll see how this goes. But yeah, so for whatever reason, this is... For whatever reason, this game is, I guess, really offensive to rednecks or something. Or, you know, just the name or the whatever. But so Twitch decided, yeah, let's censor that. But not for stream titles. They only censor it for, for stream announcements. So I can't say that I'm going to play this ahead of time, but I can say that I'm playing it now. Which is very confusing. And I don't really understand. Yeah, this character is good, but her baseline weaponry is kind of iffy. Also, by some fair meaning of the word, I guess... It's not genealogically, because you can't be, like, genetically a redneck, but, I mean, I come from a redneck family-ish. And they're pretty... whatever you want to call Minnesotan rednecks. I guess they're more kind of like hunting folk. Like, a little bit less weird than... I wouldn't put my family anywhere close to Duck Dynasty, but they've got some... they got some weird quirks. Some odd things. A lot of horses. Shit tons of horses and guns. And rusted out cars in their yards. Redneck just means rural. Sort of. It's kind of taken on other connotations over the years. Usually, when whoa, that is a big dude, but that is not one of the ones that will attack me. I can't hit this guy for shit. I don't know. It's not entirely unfair. I've got some pretty, white trash redneck relatives. I had one guy that, more or less had a kid and then just kind of abandoned him. Not like just straight up, like, threw him to the wild. It was just, like, absentee father for, the guy's entire life. Chasing, other younger women. And this is out in the country, too, so it was, shitty cars and no education. It was bad. It was bad. I wonder if the, camera would be particularly good against these things. I don't know. Holy crap, why is my... I must have right-clicked at some point. My maximum health is terrible. Yeah, I must have. It's life. Okay, we want to go back up through here. Yeah, luckily my dad got into, computer science. And kind of escaped. Because, unfortunately, like, most of my cousins just kind of ended up being... I hate the fact that the frogs will spawn right into you. Not a big deal, though. Ooh, that's helpful. And most of my relatives either ended up doing farming stuff or, like... Mostly farming. Farm-related activities. Some dig wells. Some are construction workers. Were construction workers. Turns out being a construction worker in Minnesota is kind of tough. There's a lot of downtime during the winter where you really can't make stuff. It's really good during the summer, though, but that's how you get some pretty hefty video game addictions. Luckily, none of my relatives really got too far into, like, hard drugs or anything like that. My cousins, who worked at, I think 2 of them at least worked at a pizza place. They had to quit because everybody else was, dealing meth on the side of delivering pizzas, and they didn't want to get busted on accident. Because, you know, meth is not exactly something you want to be caught with. Especially in the US. So, am I the city slicker of the family? Yeah, it's suburb slicker, whatever you want to call that. But yeah, my dad more or less got, you know... My dad is the only person from his generation to get a college degree. And I am one of 3. From my generation. And these are big families, mind you, like, you know, 5+ kids. So, being one of 3 to not get an education, for, like, you know, ooh, small chance of poisoning. And why did the music just cut out? I like the Twitch integration for this game, but it is very weirdly handled. Like, kind of bizarre. But yeah, I think I've got, like, at least 10, 15 cousins. It's hard to keep track of them, especially because some of the first cousins like to pretend to be mainline cousins, and it's very strange. I don't know, it's weird. I've long since given up trying to get a handle on genealogies. So my dad's the only one from his generation to get a college degree. He was also the only one to have kids after he was 30. The rest of his siblings, with the exception of one of my uncles, generally had their kids before they hit 20. So most of my cousins are at least like 10 years older than me. Makes it a little bit difficult to figure out who's related to what, and you know, who turns out to be a cousin and not some surprise aunt. Where's the last enemy? Oh, there you are. That's effective. 36 cousins, 32 living. Damn. Yeah, that's it's a little bit more than me. Would have been worse, but the farming business didn't take off, so a lot of the marriages on my good guy. Illuminati will follow you around and help you on your adventure. Yes! Where's the Illuminati? Ah, shit. I walked right into that one. Okay. Anyway. So, I should probably comment on the whole surprise aunt thing. I actually had a surprise aunt. So, one of my aunts, I didn't meet until I think I was, 10, 12, something like that. And her existence came as an extreme surprise to me, because I had never seen her or really even heard of her before. It didn't help that her name was super similar to one of my other aunts. Like, 1-letter difference, which is like, come on, Grandma, what were you doing when you named these kids? But so I just didn't even know she existed. And I still don't know who are her kids. I know of one cousin that is her child. She had like 5 kids, and I think I know one of them, which is really confusing at family reunions because I find out 1 or 2 of them are cousins, and then I can't keep track of them because it's just too much. Anyway, so surprise aunt, turns out had been embezzling money from, whatever business she was working for, which apparently was doing shady stuff, so instead of reporting them to the proper authorities, she's like, well, seeing as they can't report me for embezzling, I'm just gonna steal, like, a couple $100,000 from them, and then when that got found out, she realized, you know, criminals tend to, you know, have other ways of resolving these things. She fled to Arizona, and I didn't see her for 10 years, until she randomly showed up and started handing out Christmas presents, and I was like, who is this lady? And apparently, surprise aunt. Troll's feet. Hey! It was weird. Anyway, let's switch out the Polaroid for the fucking flying varmint. Really? Wow. That's a name? I didn't even know that's what this one was named. Alright, that's something. Let's see, my HP is good. I should have gone all the way up. Now that I'm thinking about it, we've got a laser dude all the way up here. Whoop. Yeah, let's just use the shot bow. Honestly, I should probably use the shot bow more often anyway. It kind of is really strong. Ridiculously so, honestly. I want to have this box equipped when it goes off. Level 5 vegan. I don't remember what level 5 vegan does. Oh, level 5 vegan is infinite ammo, isn't it? No. I want to have this when level 5 vegan goes off. There's a very specific reason. So, the box of varmints is kind of dumb. It's not very strong and you can't aim it, which means you're pretty much reliant. There we go. Removes your current weapons except for the previous one. Grants infinite ammo until a new one is dropped or equipped. Oh. I was hoping it would be just equipped so I could have infinite ammo. Anyway, so now I have, oh, wait, I still have to go through the long animation, son of a, alright, whatever. Yeah, I should have done varmints then. I was hoping they would just let me have infinite ammo, but I think we're about to get a new gun anyway. Oh, good. That's a real useful gun there. Oh well. On the topic of weird, maybe not so much redneck at this point, but I had an uncle go crazy. I've talked about him in the past, but effectively, one of my uncle's Poison Cloud. Effectively, one of my uncles, who used to be the really cool uncle, you know, he was the guy that introduced me to StarCraft 1 and, like, Total Annihilation and a bunch of other, like, really cool strategy games and games throughout, like, my early years. We didn't go back up to Minnesota for a little while, which is fine. But, you know, it was a couple of years. We'd moved states. I think we'd moved to, like, New Mexico or something like that. But effectively, we were too busy to come visit for any of the holidays, and it was too far away. So, Acrobat increases your attack in the air. Hey, nice. That's hilarious. A poison cloud that turns people into chickens. Yeah. I really, really want to do, like, a roguelite D&D session. What I might do after Grave of Man is, I might just... Is that it? That's it. After Grave of Man is done, I might just sit down and be like, we're going to do just, like, a one-off session with, like, a bunch of pre-generated rooms and, like, roguelike style power-ups. And just make it stupid. Anyway, so Crazy Uncle, is the guy that introduces me to, like, a butt-ton of video games. Oh, it's you. Introduces me to a ton of video games. Really cool, whatever. And then we go away for a while. And, somewhere along the way, he finds religion, to the nth degree. Which, like, I have nothing against people, that are religious one way or another. I'm not particularly, and I don't like to talk about it, but for this guy, I always kind of have to, because he ritualistically burned all of his video games and, like, a bunch of other things. It's like, whoa, cool uncle just became weird uncle real fast. And apparently he was always weird. He just hid it around the kids. Like, he would drink, like, tinctures to get his hair back, which worked about as well as you think it would, which is to say he was really bald. And just, I wouldn't have known until he burned all of his video games, and my parents were like, you don't want to visit him right now, like, at all. He's in the middle of his limb growing phase, and it's like, what is the limb growing phase? Apparently he was, of the belief that he could regrow limbs if he, prayed hard enough, which didn't seem particularly possible. But he was very vehement about it, and he'd get very mad at you if you, denied that. And I was just like, oh. No? He'd go on, like, mission trips and stuff. It was weird. What is this thing? I've never seen this gun before. Big gun. So what religion did he join? Just some subset, of Christianity. He made it up his own church because none of the churches in the area were radical enough for him. Which is, damn it. Which is to say, that's, kind of weird. Let's see. What limb was he trying to regrow? Oh! Boy! I believe it was legs, mostly. This was relatively in the early days of, this is relatively in the early days of Iraq, and so he would go to veterans, trying to convert them with the temptation of regrowing limbs. It was kind of scummy. I mean, I was glad that he found something that he could actually do for once, because previously he was just a lawnmower, but it was also just like, It felt weird. I don't like to talk about these things, but every once in a while I'm just like, I suddenly remember very distinct details of my childhood that my parents, like, didn't tell me about until afterwards, and so I'm just like, sometimes when I'm talking about this stuff, I'm actually, like, kind of putting it together. It's like, oh, that's what happened. It's a very weird feeling. Let's see, did I get the early copy of Ni no Kuni 2? It's coming. Probably within the next 2 days. So, no. If I don't get the early copy of Ni no Kuni, I'll just be playing it tomorrow night. No big deal. Let's see, there's still a guy around here somewhere. I just never know where he is. Actually, it might be it's a pile down below. There we go. Well, if I use the explosive, maybe it'll just nope. Thanks. So I got a pocket grenade launcher. Cool. Oh, you know what? I should have used the poison. Another. Whoa. For whatever reason, that scared the shit out of me. See, did Wander ever play Ni no Kuni 1? I actually don't have a PS3. So I guess seeing as we're on Redneck story time, I wouldn't exactly say it's a redneck thing, but my parents were always particularly poor. You don't exactly grow up farmers' kids and have a lot of money. Oh, right. I'm immune to fire. So... the Martian. Yes! Oh, yes! Okay, but yeah, so my parents didn't grow up with a whole lot of money, and so my parents specifically were pretty poor, and then, of course, my mother being pretty poor is just like, you know what makes a lot of money in the, like, 80s and 90s? Going into the, like, just going into business. Just pure business. And she did, and just more or less played the stock market. But she never forgot what it was like to be super poor. Which was good. But it meant, baseline, my family pretended like it was modestly poor. We'd usually have, like, a nice house. And that was kind of the extent. Wow, the Illuminati is just wrecking shop. So, like, getting stuff like a... Oh, right, I can walk on lava. What am I doing? Getting stuff like a PS3 or a PS4, not something that, not something my parents would support. The only consoles they'd generally ever let us pick up were Nintendo, because they had multiplayer games for the whole family to play. And then we'd only get multiplayer games for the whole family to play, which usually wasn't, like, so bad, but there were a couple of times where it's just like, hey, Mom, can I get a PS3 so I can play all these cool games? No. I have the money. I have a job. No. Okay. So I ended up getting into PC gaming instead, which really isn't that big of a deal, but I'd actually really like to get a PS3 at some point. I almost bought one on a whim. I think it was Christmas of 2015? 2014. Christmas of 2014. I almost bought a PS3 or a PS4 on a whim, because I was like, okay, Destiny is coming out, I'm really excited for it. I want to play it on a platform. It doesn't even matter what platform. And then I eventually was like, no, I gotta save my money or whatever. And this is the point where, like, I already had like an apartment and whatnot. And then the next year I almost got the PS3, but I never did, just because I was like, I'll just never get around to it. I'm still not entirely sure how I'd get around to things. I have trouble enough, like, finishing the games, the new games that come out. The idea of trying to, shit, you get nothing! Good day, sir! Oh, I like that. Okay. Oh, those are spikes. There's another one of these guys. How many of them are there? I have no idea. Where... Nothing left. Thank you, Illuminati, for at least making my life easier. Okay. I've recently decided to try and play through the entirety of the rest of Witch and the Hundred Knight. I'm like, oh, geez. This is a lengthy undertaking. There's too many JRPGs. That's my problem. If I could beat a JRPG in a couple of days, I'd be fine. That's what I did with, what is it? That's what I did with Xenoblade, and it worked real well. But I can't, like, reasonably do that with every JRPG, especially with my, like, crippling roguelike addiction. Makes it a lot harder to, keep up with all of the latest and greatest. Too many JRPGs, not enough Wander. Yup. I mean, really what I need to do is just stream for 10 hours a day, starting this weekend, because I've got Ni no Kuni 2, and Witch and the Hundred Knight 2, and A Way Out, all coming out in the same day. It'll be fine, though. I sound resentful. I'm excited, but I sound resentful. They could pace their releases out. I had the same problem in, oh geez, I'm almost out of ammo. Unfortunately, we don't have any bread and butter weapons. I should have kept the pistol around. Oh well. Oh, there's an ammo drop. It'd be nice if you could record in a hyperbolic time chamber. You know it. If I could, oh, that would be beautiful. If I could just actively slow down time around me so I could record more videos. The only problem with that, no. If that was the case, ooh, artilleryman. Hey, more ammo. Yes, that's exactly what I need. If I had a hyperbolic time chamber, I would probably have 3 channels, one for each content type. You know, roguelites, indie games, and JRPGs. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe just 2 channels, JRPGs and not JRPGs. Because, oh damn, there's a lot of JRPGs out there for me to play. Ah! Had a lot of chickens. Let's go back to poison. I don't have to reload these. And since they do tick damage, the chances of chickening enemies are high. Well, there we go. We're good. Oh, I love Martian gravity. It's not exactly... Wow. It's not exactly the safest, because it makes it a lot harder. Oops. It makes it a lot more difficult for me to, avoid enemy shots, because I'm floating in the air, so I can't, like, descend fast. But that's okay. Oops. That missed completely. Luckily, I've got the Illuminati to shoot things for me. The wording on that is really amusing. Okay. Wow, that is effective. These archers have a little bit more HP than I give them credit for. Eat poison gas, dick. Yeah, we're doing fine. I like this game. The variety on it is really satisfying. Ow. There we go. Yeah, our low max health is a little scary, but our healing is good. Oh, no! Well. Let's go to the one place we haven't been to yet, so the rest of this feels fairly fresh-ish. I wonder how many times Please Try Again can show up. How big is this floor? It's massive. Oh, I'm dying. Okay, let's just grab the cash. Murder that guy. Where's the other guy? Oh. There we go. Oh, I love movement in these games. It just feels so good. How many of you guys watching this were into like old school shooters? Ow. Because for the most part I wasn't. I played a couple of Doom likes, but that was the extent of it. Oh. Oh, there's the Illuminati. It's just up there. It's just very hard to see. What the? Oh, he's probably directly above me. There we go. Yeah, I didn't play too many, but I played a fair amount of Quake. I never played Doom. I played Chex Quest, as goofy as that sounds. Kind of feeds into the whole my parents being kind of ridiculous with purchases. That concerns me, because this gun can and will kill me. Oh boy, gotta stay away from that. Yeah, not having friendly fire would save my butt. Okay. But yeah, so Chex Quest came free with my, my cereal. So I want to say, I think I've played through Chex Quest 1 approximately like 5-10 times, give or take, on every difficulty. Rambo improves your attack. Hell yeah. Oop. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta kill that guy. And that guy. And now we're good. Does this thing load up to how many bullets? Oh, 2. There we go. And now we're safe. Safe-ish. There we go. Looks like you can also shoot enemy corpses. We still have another laser jerk. They're weirdly accurate shots. Whoa, boy. Okay. We're good. Now we're full ammo. And I got a staircase. If I wanted to, I could just leave. But I'm not gonna do that. Din's Fire. Ooh, that sounds fun. It never beat Ocarina of Time. At some point, I'll see if I can play it. I really wish they'd release the Ocarina of Time remaster. I wish they'd release the Ocarina of Time remaster on a modern platform. Okay, so I'm gonna let these guys build up their buffs. Let's keep rolling Amit for a little while longer. And this time I'm not going to sack all my max health so I can kill myself with a grenade launcher. That thing has ridiculous splash damage. Holy shit. I should get Neath. Neath. I think I have Neath at this point. Neath. Oh, no I don't. Yeah, I've also got, like, Thoth. Thoth has an additional jump. Shortens cooldown time. There's also Amit. What I want to do is just buy a bunch of damage upgrades, though. If I can get my damage up to, like, 20 or so, I'll just be able to wreck shop.